Hello, my name is Shankar Datta. Today I am going to explain the problem and the solution of chef and ice cream from the beginner practice session of Codechef. Here the problem code is CHFICRM. The problem statement is like that chef owns an ice cream shop in Chefland named Squares. There are only three types of corn in Chefland: rupees 5, rupees 10 and rupees 15, and an ice cream cost is rupees 5. There are n number of people as customer. Each person wants to buy exactly one ice cream. For each valid I, the I person has one coin with value AI. It is only possible for someone to buy an ice cream when chef can give them back their change exactly. As an example, if someone pays rupees 10, then chef needs to have a rupees 5 that he gives to the person as change. Initially, chef has no money, so he wants to know, can he sell ice cream to everyone? Here some examples for the coding. Example 1 has two customer. Customer 1 has a rupees 5. So when he gives this rupees 5 to the chef, then the number of rupees 5 will be increased by 1. When customer 2 gives this rupees 10 to the chef, then this number of rupees 10 will be increased again by 1, but chef needs to give back a rupee 5 to the customer 2 as balance, so it will be decreased by 1 and it will be 0. But he can sell ice cream in these two customers because he can give them the balance, so it will be yes. In the second example, there is again two customer. Customer 10, one has a 10 rupees coin. When he gives this to the chef, then the number of rupees 10 will be increased by 1, but he needs at least one 5 rupees coin to change. But he has not enough, so it will be not possible to sell ice cream to these customers, so it will be no. Again, in third example, there is two customer. Customer 1 has a rupees 5. The number of rupees 5 will be increased by 1 to the chef. When customer 2 gives this rupees 15, then number of rupees 15 will be increased by 1, but he has not enough rupees 10 or 5 to give the customer as balance. So again he cannot sell ice cream to these customers. Again it will be no. In the fourth example, there is 6 customer. When customer 1 gives this rupees 5 to the chef, then the number of rupees 5 will be increased by 1. When customer 2 gives this rupees 10 to the chef, then it will be again increased by 1, but he have to pay this rupees 5 to the customer as a balance, so it will be decreased by 1 and it will be 0. Third customer gives a 5 rupees coin, so it will be increased again by 1. Fourth customer gives a rupees 15, so here rupees 15 will be increased. Number of rupees 15 will be 1, but he needs at least one 10 rupees coin or two 5 rupees coin to change, so it will be decreased by 1 and it will be 0. Customer 5 has a rupees 10, so this will be again increased by 1 and it will be 1 and he has to pay this rupees 5 to the customer as change. So till now the chef can carry on his business, but when 6 customer gives this rupees 10 to the chef, then this number will be increased by 1, it will be 2, but the chef has not enough rupees 5 to give him as balance. So here he cannot sell the ice cream to the customers. It will be no again. Before going to the coding part, I have to say two important points. We will not concern about how much rupees 15 chef has, because he cannot give back a rupees 15 as change. We see here these examples there. And the point 2 is, if chef will get a 15 rupees coin from the customer, at that time he can return at least one 10 rupees coin or two 5 rupees coin. You already see that in example. And we know if he has a 5 rupees coin, then he can use it anytime as change. But if he has a rupees 10, then only he can use it whenever someone gives rupees 15. So in that case, he will try to rebate rupees 10 first as a change. Okay, now I will show you the input condition. In the first line of each input will contains t as test case. The first line of each test case contains a single integer n as a customer number, and the second line of each test case contains n space separated integer a1, a2 to an, the number of coin they has, the values of coin 5, 10 or 15. And in output this will be a string yes if people can be served, or no if they cannot be served the ice cream. Here the range t and n is given, and ai is 5, 10 or 15. There is two subtasks. Subtask 1 where the ai will be only 5 or 10, and subtask 2 for 5, 10 and 15 all cases. So now see the code. In between the main method there is a integer t and integer n. Integer t as the test case, and I use a scanf function to take the value of t from user, and I create a while loop to continue this test case. In between the test case I use this scanf function to have the value of numbers of customer from the user, and then I create a array integer a with n range. I already have the value n from this scanf function, and I take rupees 5, the numbers of rupees 5 as 5, and 10 as the numbers of rupees 10, and I initially make them 0, and I take another variable flag and I make it 0, make the value flag is 0 at the initial. So now I take a for loop to have the values of the array integer a from the user. Then I use again a for loop to check the examples, will chef can serve the ice cream or not. Okay, at first I check if ai is 5. If it is, then the numbers of 5 rupees coin will be increased by 1. Here the customer, the chef don't need to give back any balance, so it will just increase. Else if ai will be 10 is equal to 10, then the chef needs to give a 5 rupees coin. So if 5 rupees coin will not be 0, not equal to 0, then he can serve ice cream. Then the numbers of rupees 5 will be decreased by 1, 5 minus minus, and numbers of rupees 10 will be increased by 1, 10 plus plus. Else mean if this condition will be happen that ai is 10 but he has not any 5 rupees coin, then I make the flag 1. Initially it was 0, but now it is 1 if this condition will be happened. Here I complete the task 1. But now if another else for the rupees 15 case, if he has a rupees 15, then at first I need to check is chef has any rupees 10. Is 10 will not be 0, then the numbers of rupees 10 will be decreased by 1, 10 minus minus. And if he has not enough rupees 10, then I need to check if he has at least 2 rupees of 5. If this will be true, if he has at least 2 rupees 5, then 5 rupees coin will be minus 2 because he have to give 2 5 rupees coin to the customer. Else if he has not enough 10 or 5 rupees coin, in that case again I make flag is equal to 1. It was 0 and now it will be 1. So if flag is equal to 1, why? I use flag whenever the chef cannot sell the ice cream to the customer. In that case only I use flag as 1. So if flag will be 1, then it will print no with the printf function. Else mean if this flag will be remain 0 as it was in the beginning, so this or this condition was not happened, at that case it will print yes. Now see the output. If there is 3 test case 3 and first customer gives rupees, there is 2 customer, the values of n is 2, and first customer has a 5 rupees coin and second customer has a 10 rupees coin, it will be yes. See, it is yes. In the second test case, again there is 2 customer 1 has a 10 rupees coin, customer 2 has a 5 rupees coin. This is no, you can see. And in the third test case, again there is 2 customer and customer 1 has a 5 rupees coin and customer 2 has a 15 rupees coin. In that case it will be again no. So my code is run perfectly. You can see here the code, and both of the subtasks has correct. So thank you and have a nice day.